1.2 The Thief's Story. Hey, there's something I need to share with you all. My younger sister, Neha, came up to me today and told me that her close friend, Alice, confessed that she was the one who had stolen her project book, for which she even lost her precious 10 marks. And now, after a week has passed, she has apologized for a mistake. Neha was shattered, not because she lost her marks, but because it was difficult for her to believe her best friend's actions. Few days ago, I came across a story, The Thief's Story, written by Ruskin Bond, which was quite similar to this situation. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He is considered to be an icon among Indian writers and children's authors and a top novelist. Ruskin wrote his first novel, The Room on the Roof, when he was 17, which won him John Llewellyn Rye's Memorial Prize in 1957. Since then, he has written several novels, over 500 short stories, as well as various essays and poems, all of which have established him as one of the best loved and most admired chroniclers of contemporary India. Come, let me narrate to you.
Good morning, students. In our second lesson, we are going to learn a story about a thief. The writer of this story is Ruskin Bond. You saw on the digital board his information, his introduction. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of the British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Landor in Mussoorie, India. He lives with his adopted family in Mussoorie in India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. The Indian Council for Child Education recognized his role for the growth of children's literature in India. He got the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dera. He also got Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for his work Our Trees Still Grow in Dera, for his published work in English, which he published in English language. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. He was also awarded with Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Now we are going to learn the actual story. First we see it on the digital board. Then
Story of a thief who undergoes a transformation in his life. Anil was a young, tall, lean man who looked simple and kind. He earned his living by writing for the magazines. One day, Anil was watching a wrestling match when a young boy, the narrator of the story, approached him. He was a young teenage boy who was an experienced thief. He was very good at cheating and fooling around people at this young age. On seeing Anil, he thought he could easily con him, meaning gain his confidence and then rob him. The boy knew how to make an unknown person a friend. And for that, he started to flatter, meaning praise Anil by telling him that he looked like a wrestler. And then he introduced himself with a false name, Hari Singh. He always changed his name to keep his identity a secret and thus save himself from police as well as his former, meaning previous employers whom he had cheated. Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers, but Hari didn't have much to say. So he followed Anil, and with his most appealing smile, meaning very attractive smile, he offered himself to work for Anil. Anil informed him that he didn't have money to pay for his services. Listening to this, Hari thought that probably he had misjudged Anil. But then Hari asked if Anil could feed him. Anil agreed on the condition if Hari could cook for him. Hari lied that he knew to cook. Hari started to stay with Anil, where he was asked to sleep on the balcony.
Now we are going to start the actual story. Before that, you saw on the digital board that there are two main characters in our story. The first character's name is Anil and the second character's name is Hari. Anil was a young person, Anil was a young boy who earned his livelihood by writing for the magazines. I was still a thief when I met Anil. Now the narrator is going to tell the story to us. He was still a thief when he met the our character Anil. And thought only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. And the character Hari Singh was only 15 years old and he was very successful thief. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. When the thief of our story met Anil, he was watching a wrestling match. He was about 25, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind, and simple enough for my purpose. Anil was 25 years, he was tall, he was lean fellow, and he looked like easygoing, means his nature was so simple, kind-hearted, and simple enough for my purpose. Means the writer wants us to tell that for his purpose means for thieving, for cheating any person. He thought that Anil was very well person for him. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to go into the young man's confidence. And now the thief, character of thief, our story, thought take a risk about his luck. He thought to cheat Anil and he has a very confidence on herself. You look a bit of a wrestler yourself, I said. A little flattery helps in making friends. Always the thief of our story takes the help of flattery, means in sincere praise. Insincere praising, by insincere praising, he cheat the people. He talk very sweet ways, he talk very sweet words to other persons and then he cheat them. So do you, he replied, which put off me for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. When I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. Then Anil answered him that he liked wrestling, but when he questioned Hari Singh about it, Hari Singh lied him that I do wrestling. What's your name? Then Anil asked the person, the narrator, his name, and that time he lied. He tell his false name. Hari Singh, I lied. I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. Then he told his name Hari Singh, which he always changes for cheating people. Now he took a new name Hari Singh, which he told to Anil, and he always took new name to ahead of the police and his former employees. After that, this introduction, Anil talked about the oil wrestlers who were grunting, lifting and throwing each other about. Then the two persons talk about the wrestling persons who were grunting, lifting and throwing each other. I didn't have much to say. Writer didn't know anything about the wrestling match, wrestling persons, too much to talk with Anil. Anil walked away, I followed casually. Then Anil, after finishing the wrestling match watching, Anil take his way to his house and the narrator followed him. Hello again, he said. Then Anil asked him why he was following, why are you following me? I gave him my most appealing smile, I want to work for you, I said. Then writer, as always, when he cheat people, he gives most appealing smile. This time too, he gave most appealing smile and he told Anil that he want to work for him. But I can't pay you. Anil told him clearly that I have no money to pay you. I thought that over for a minute perhaps I had misjudged my man. And that time Hari Singh thought for a while and he thought that he was misjudged his person. He always cheat the rich persons, but this person is telling him that he has no money to pay him. I asked, can you feed me? Then Hari Singh asked him, "Can you feed me? Can you give 2 time meals to me? Can you cook?" Anil asked the person, "Can you cook?" "I can cook," I lied again. Again Hari Singh lied that he can cook. "If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you." Anil told him that if you cook for me, then I am able to feed you. Now the next part we are going to see on digital board.
Asked to sleep on the balcony. The first meal which Hari had cooked was terrible, and so Anil gave it to the stray dogs and asked Hari to stay away from the kitchen. But Hari kept on smiling and hung around him. Anil took pity on the young boy and patted on his head and told that he would teach him to cook. Anil even taught Hari to write his name, as well as assured him that he would teach him how to write sentences and to add numbers too. Hari was happy and grateful, as he knew once he was educated there would be no limit to what he would achieve. But still, he didn't give up his evil action of stealing money. Daily Hari would go to buy day's supplies and had profit of 1 rupee which he would keep for himself. Anil knew it, but he did not mind it, as he was a bit careless and a happy-go-lucky kind of man. Though they were different, both were living together happily. Anil didn't have a steady income and made money by fits and starts, meaning in a short, irregular intervals. But as soon as it arrived, he would spend his money celebrating with his friends. One day, after a month, Anil came home with a bundle of notes. He had sold his book to a publisher, and that night he tucked all his money under the mattress. Hari knew about it, and it was an opportunity he had been waiting for. Hari thought that he had not done any evil thing since a month, and now he was tempted to steal the money and run away by the express train to Lucknow. But he was finding it difficult to cheat Anil, as he had trusted him so much. Anil had given him a key of the main door. It was always easy to cheat a greedy man, but Anil was different. He was so careless with his belongings that he may not even notice, which will take away all the pleasure to rob him. But finally, Hari decided to rob Anil, as he knew that even if he didn't rob Anil, Anil would waste the money on his friends. At night, he quietly crept up to Anil's bed. Anil was sleeping peacefully, his face unlined, meaning without any worry. Hari slid his hand under the mattress and drew the money out and crawled out of the room. Hari then ran towards the station. He counted the money, which was 600 rupees. He was extremely happy, as he could live like an oil-rich Arab, meaning a king-size life for a week or two. On reaching the station, he went straight to the platform. The train was moving out of the platform. It was still slow, but Hari stopped. In fact, he could have jumped into any of the carriages, but he did not have the courage to deceive the man who had trusted him a lot. The train had gone, and Hari was all alone on the deserted platform. Hari knew no one in the town except Anil. He had no friends, as he believed that friends were more trouble than help. In his short career as a thief,
Then, in the next part, he took me to his room over the Jumna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. Then, Anil took Hari Singh with him to his room, which is over the Jumna sweet shop, and he told Hari Singh to sleep on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible, because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. But the meal which was cooked by Hari Singh that night was very terrible, because he didn't know how to cook a meal, but he told lie to Anil that he is able to cook food, and the cook the food was so terrible because Anil gave it to the starry dog and told the narrator means Hari Singh to be off. But I just hung around. But Hari Singh did not went anywhere. He was just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way, and he couldn't help laughing. And he was continuing smiling his most appealing way, and Hari Singh and Anil laughed on it. Later he patted me on my head and said, "Never mind, he will teach me to cook." And after laughing, Anil patted on his head and he told Hari Singh not to be mind, and he was ready to teach Anil. He was ready to teach Hari Singh how to cook meal. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences. Then Anil also ready to taught Hari Singh how to write his name, and he was also eager to teach him to write the whole sentences to add numbers too. I was grateful. The narrator felt very grateful. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. And writer know that if once he could write like an educated man, there is no limit for him to achieve something. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. It was so pleasant for Hari Singh to work for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. Then Hari Singh was on his way to work for Anil. He made tea in the morning, then he take his time the whole day. He spent his whole day by buying the day's supplies, by going to market, by bringing some necessary supplies. Then at that time he also able to make his profit by about ₹1 a day, which supplies he brought by market. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. And Hari Singh thought that Anil knew everything about him, that he is going to cheat him, he is taking ₹1 from by buying the supplies, but he did not seem to mind it. Anil made money by his fits and starts. Anil started his money by his fits and start, means in short irregular intervals. Means sometimes he take money and sometimes he did not take money. He would borrow one week, lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check, but as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. Anil borrow money one week and lend the next week. Means one week he borrow money and in the next week he returns them. He kept worrying about his next check. When will his next check come? When will he get money? He sometimes worry about it. But as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. But when he get his check, he always go outside and celebrate it. It seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. He wrote for magazines and on his livelihood. One evening he came home with a small bundle of notes saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. And one evening he came with a small bundle of notes and he told Hari Singh that he just sold the book to a publisher and he got that money. At night I saw him drag the money under the mattress. Hari Singh noticed that Anil got so much money, and where did he took his money? He tuck his money under the mattress. We will learn the remaining part of this lesson in our next period. Thank you.